Hi, my name is Jens. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Saturation, and today I'm going to walk you through Saturation Pay. Saturation Pay is our expense management solution for production. It really helps with all the cost reporting, payments, bill pay, all the things that make it difficult maybe on a traditional production, especially when you're working with smaller teams. Or maybe teams that want more real-time data. And so at the heart of Saturation Pay, you have a bank account inside of Saturation. This bank account has a unique routing and account number that is just like any other bank account that you might have. We call it our funds. Inside of funds here, you're able to deposit or withdraw money as you need to. If you're a production company, you can use this as your expense account for your whole production company. Or if you're working out of a feature film, you can deposit the funds of the entire feature or the cash flow of that film and be able to expense out of it. The key part here is that we help you manage everything in one place. So your costs associate with your budget, it's all real time and all in one place. So let me show you a couple things here. On the funds page here, you have your saturation balance and you're able to see your routing and account number. You can use this to deposit or withdraw with ACH. It's pretty easy to do. To deposit money, all you have to do is click on the deposit button. There's a couple different ways that you can deposit money into Saturation. One is an ACH transfer. The second is a wire transfer, and it has all the information here. Or the third way is a direct transfer that allows you to log into your bank account and actually pull the money out. So different ways depending on your level of access. Once you deposit the money here, it usually takes about 1 to 2 business days. You're able to then utilize the money. A couple different ways that we have to do that. One is through our bill pay system. What's really cool about Saturation Pay is that we have something called project allocations. Project allocations give you the ability to create hard caps on certain projects so that nobody spends more than a certain amount. One of the cool things about project allocations is that you're able to just invite people to specific projects and all they'll see is what's been allocated. So if you see here, I have a project allocation for Space Ranger. And if I click on Space Ranger, it'll actually take me to the project funds page. And here you can see that I have the $298,000 instead of the $1 million that you saw earlier. What's cool about this is it solves for selective bank access, which is really hard to do with the big banks. Sometimes as a producer, I'm having to, request money or get access to money or go to a bank account the same day and withdraw cash or, just large amounts of money. This is a more safer, secure way of doing that. So what's cool is if I have a producer, I can invite them just to this part of the funds where they can see that there's $298,000 and then they can see the transactions just for that project. And so if I go back here, I, as the company owner or the admin of the workspace, can see everything, and then you can select certain people to see just parts of the project. So just going through the funds page here, there's a couple different things that you'll note. You're able to move money, all different ways that you can do that. You can send payments, issue cards, create payment links, and I'll walk you through what each one of these things do. Then below that, you have your project allocations. And then below that, you have your recent transactions, just kind of like a easy real-time way to see what's new being spent out of these accounts. The second page that I want to walk you through is our transactions page. So now this actually shows you the full transactions of the accounts. What's really cool about here is you can have multiple sources, but right now we're just focused on the Saturation Pay ones. And from here, I can quickly do some bulk action items. Let's just say that I have a couple of these that might be food costs or something like that. So I can see here, there's 2 here for tacos galore and taco time. And we can even do this with the Starbucks one. So I can now do some bulk actions where I can select the project that they belong to. So let's just say this belongs to Space Ranger. It's now going to show me some categories, and these are just your budget line items or your chart of accounts. And from here, I can start searching for that. And so let's just say that this one's for meals, cruise, and talent. And I can apply this to all 3 transactions. With transactions, you're able to see all of your transactions in one place. Different people that might be spending on cards or sending payments on behalf of the project all will show up here. So you can give your accountants access to this, or if you're self-managing, you'll be able to see all this in one place. And as they come in, you're able to actually just actualize that to the project. So just a kind of a quick dummy check here to see that this belongs to this project and it belongs to this category. You can upload receipts and images all into here as well. This makes it really easy to see all the information here. Saturation Pay allows you to have multiple cards. You can issue every single crew member or department head, whoever belongs a part of your project, whether they're a contractor or an employee, their own cards. This eliminates the need for petty cash or sending large amounts of money to people, and you have safer ways and faster ways to send money. So how you can issue a card is you're able to just click a button here, and from here I can name the card. Let's just call this the art department card. And I can select a whole card holder, and if there isn't one already, I can actually just start creating a new person. And it will allow me to invite them by email, and I can fill out all their information here. And what's really cool about issuing cards here is that I can actually just issue it to a project. Once you issue it to a project, you're able to just have all the transactions associated with that project. And so that's kind of the sweet part of saturation, is that it has direct project controls and ability. So I'll attach this to Space Ranger. What further automates this is I'm able to create actuals automatically as well. So I can set default actuals. So if I knew that this was an art department card, I can tag these as art department expenses. So they automatically will associate with that line item. And I can choose this to auto actualize here. And then we also have debit or credit card. So you can choose which one you'd like to use that with. We have the ability to issue physical cards. These cards will take anywhere from like 7 to 10 business days typically, but you could do expedited shipping as well. I'm going to skip this. If you don't choose physical card, these cards are virtual first, used in Apple Pay or Google Wallet or anything like that. What's also cool is you can actually set spend limits. So let's just say I don't want this card to be more than $5,000 a month. And you can always update it there afterwards. It's just kind of great expense controls. And I won't do this here, but you can actually also limit it by merchant codes and categories. So if this was only supposed to be at like home furnishing or equipment stores, I could essentially limit it by that category. So I'll issue this card here, and then you're going to see a new card that just popped up here. I'm able to just see my card here. I can see my card number here. I can copy and paste it into online forms or vendor forms. And we also have a mobile wallet where you can add it to Apple Wallet and use it for Apple Pay as well. The cool thing is it communicates all the different like spend limits and what your receipt count looks like. And as you spend, essentially will show up real time here. The last section I'm going to show you here in our expenses is our approval flow section. This allows you to approve certain payments before they go out. To show you that, one of the cool ways that you can use Saturation Pay is for bill pay. If you're paying contractors or invoice-based payments or anything like that, you could click send payment here. I can actually upload an invoice and it'll automatically pull the information over. And I can also manually set this as well. And so as I go here, I can fill out all the information. And just for the sake of time here, I'm just going to go to one that already is in our approvals here. So if we go to this one here, you can see here, this is reviewing a purchase order. Otherwise, we also have the ability to request for payments as well. So you can review that request here. You can either submit it or somebody else can submit it on behalf of the production company. And then it's a one-click button to approve it. So that's high level some of the features in our expense management. Saturation is the next-gen budgeting tool that streamlines payments and actualization in real time.